Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now in today's video I thought I will show you all the books that I have bought in the month of January. Now there's one book that's been gifted to me, but I decided to put it into my haul for this month. Most of the books that I read throughout the year are bought during the first couple of months, and then I try to finish my entire year's sort of reading list till I'm at the bottom. So let's get into it. The first book that I bought was Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Now this book has been out for quite some time and I managed to snap it up for £4 on Vinted. Now if you live in the UK and you're quite short on money or don't feel like spending a lot of money on books, it is worth having a little look on Vinted, as a lot of people try to get rid of their books and sort of declutter in their home. And yeah, just have a look. You might find a bargain and you won't need to basically spend so much money, and it's gonna basically be better for the environment to buy a second-hand book rather than a brand new one. So yeah. It's got slightly yellowed on the sides. I don't mind that. I think that brings out a bit more character into this book. And yeah, I kind of look forward to it. It's got a little sort of bent page, which I don't mind. I'm really happy that I got hold of this one. The next book I actually bought at Waterstones. It is the one and only Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Now, all of my friends have read this book last year. This book has been out for, I'd say, some time now. And yeah, I do like a good fantasy. I do enjoy it. And nobody had a bad thing to say about it. So for me, that was a green flag. And I thought, you know what? I will purchase this book and find out for myself whether or not I like it. Right, the next two books I bought are by Rebecca Ross. The first one is Divine Rivals, and the second one is Ruthless Vows, which follows, I believe, the same characters. And how do you put it? I've heard a lot of good things about it. A lot of booktubers have recently read these two and have basically said that it's a lovely little love story, enemies to lovers sort of type, sort of rivals at the start. And apparently it's really heart-wrenching. So I thought I will pre-order the second one at the start of January, because I bought this one on the 1st. So I got both of the books here, and I'm really happy that I got hardcovers. And judging by how other people reviewed these two books, I'm really looking forward to reading. And I'm really happy that, you know, I got hardcovers for whenever I wish to reread, as they're a bit more stable. Right, I'll stop rambling. The next book was gifted to me by a good friend, and it's Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. Now, I don't know much about this book. I remember when it came out, because Waterstones did a special edition with all the little edges being covered in the little sort of chemistry table, well, the chemical table. And I thought about pre-ordering it, but in the end I didn't. And I'm guessing it follows a chemist in the 1950s, and it follows her experiences whilst working in a lab and the sort of prejudices that she experiences. My friend did warn me that it has a lot of unnerving and unsettling things in this book when it comes down to how women were treated in the past. And I'm really looking forward to giving it a good read and seeing whether or not it is something I like. So yeah, lovely kind of quirky cover. So I'm looking forward to that one. And the next one, I wanted to pre-order this last year when it came out, and it is Abroad in Japan, 10 Years in the Land of the Rising Sun by no other than Chris Broad, who's also a huge YouTuber that sort of documents his experience and takes in Japan. I really recommend his channel if you don't know already. He does a lot of stuff about traveling through Japan, sharing cultural experiences, and I absolutely love his channel. And I thought that his book is going to be just as good, and I decided to buy it in a little independent shop in Kent. So yeah, I'm really looking forward because I read the reviews and a lot of people said that it's quite funny in parts and quite an easy read. So yeah, love the cover though. It's a really beautiful book. Does it have anything special? I haven't looked. Oh no, it's just plain white here when you take the cover off. But yeah, really looking forward to that one. Right, we're almost done. So, another book that I decided to purchase last month in January was Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. Yes, it is by Heather Fawcett. Now, it's a lovely cover. I tried to find the hardcover in the shops, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I'd looked on the second-hand market and it was quite expensive. So, not knowing whether or not I will like this book, I decided to just buy it new, as it was only £6 on Amazon at the time, and see if I like it. Because I know that the second book was released in January, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, you can still purchase the hardcover, it's available, but if you want to get your hands on a hardcover here in the UK of this book, it's a tiny bit more challenging. However, I will have a look at independent shops and see if they might have it, depending or not whether I enjoy this book. Right. So, the next book on my little haul is The Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care by Mabel Equa. I'm sorry if I butchered your surname, but this book is a beautiful book just to put sort of on the table, to flip through, or whenever you're feeling down. I was flipping through it at Waterstones and I was like, wow, this is quite charming. So, for example, you get these little beautiful sayings like, my trauma doesn't make me any less lovable, and you have this happy little frog with a little mushroom hat. And it's absolutely charming. So yeah, it makes you smile, it's quite quirky, and I do like little quirky books. It has a lot of beautiful illustrations, all to do with a little frog. And you have these beautiful little sayings like, I am going to treat myself the way I would treat my best friend. It's really lovely to just look at or just like flip through. Like things to remember. It's like a little chapter. It's all about sort of self-care, so you have this sort of funny frog character doing all sorts of silly little poses. So yeah, definitely makes a really nice gift for anyone, or just even having it as a table book. And yeah, I found for a table book it wasn't too expensive. I bought it for £8.99, which isn't too bad considering it's a hardcover and it's beautifully illustrated. The next and final book in my haul is Folk Witchcraft by Roger F. Horn. Now, quite a few witchcraft YouTubers have spoken about this book and have recommended for those of us who are looking forward into getting into folk magic. So I'm really looking forward to giving it a good read. It has cute little scribbles here and there, little illustrations. But yeah, apparently it is quite an easy read, but I will do a more in-depth review when it comes down to folk witchcraft books. And I will see if I can find any more and sort of give you 2 cents once I'm done reading it. So yeah, this was my quite big book haul. It's quite big for me. I don't usually spend so much money on books, and I do like to sort of keep most of the books that I buy on a Kindle, sort of to prevent buying and using up so much paper. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy going to a bookshop, and if I ever go into Waterstones, I do end up buying something. It's just one of these things, or any bookshop really. But yeah, I look forward to reviewing these books, and I would like to thank you at first for staying this long, or to just watching my video really. I really appreciate that, you know, you clicked on it, or if you gave it a like or left a little comment underneath, because every single little view and action that you do matters. So thank you very much for being here. I wish you all the best and have a lovely day wherever you are. Thank you.